Look at the view I brought you. Yes. This brings back some memories to a lot of cross-country adventures with y'all. Now I had some challenges today. I had some challenges finding this location. But I'm pretty happy so far with how things are turning out. So I have to tell you about where this place is. Not far over the border in Arizona. That's not true. I think it's a little ways into Arizona. Can't really remember that part. But the nearest city, and by city I mean organized group of streets, is Winslow, Arizona. And I want to pronounce this right. I was driving, and the challenge is when you're out in driving through this part of the country, right, to find a good spot where you're also going to get reception, right? And so I was thinking about this for a little while. I wanted to find a good spot for you guys today, and I found this place, the homolovi State Park, and it's just outside of Winslow, and it's super interesting. It is the site of the homolovi ruins, and kind of like this ancient Native American tribe. They lived right in this area from about 1200 to 1400, and they were about in this one little place. There are ruins that were swallowed up over time. They're buried under the sand, and they've been excavating them and learning about. And this tribe would turn into the Hopi Indian tribe, and would become the Hopis eventually. There was about 2,000 people living in this site, and it's about 12 miles down the road, which is where I started. That's where I thought we were going to be gathering today. That's where I thought we were going to be gathering, and I was studying up on the homolovi. I want to make sure I get the name right, so that if you guys look it up, there's some really cool videos that I found online. So let me just see. Hold on a second. What is it? Homolovi. That's how you pronounce it. Homolovi. And there were about 2,000 people, and they were mostly farmers, if you can believe it, in this area. They found in this really harsh environment ways to grow corn and squash and beans and cotton. They grew cotton, and they would trade with other tribes for the other goods that they needed. Pretty cool. Anyways, I was all ready to find a good spot near the ruins for you. And I drove into the kind of state park area, and there was a ranger there. Ken, the ranger, met me, and he informed me that at 5 o'clock, they had to close down the park, and I couldn't hang out there. And it's 5 o'clock where I am right now. I know a lot of y'all are on East Coast time, and I said, man, where would my gatherers be excited to gather from? And he's like, oh, you want to go to the little painted desert overlook? It's about 12 miles down the road. So I hopped in the van and I drove over here. That was the first of my challenges, but I think in honor of this place that we're in, I just want to start with the song, and then I'll me, but don't forsake me. Pick me up, please don't break me. The leaves they blow like a shade. Our lives they burn like flashes. I may never grow to catch your eye. I won't blow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. Stub my toe on a sandy beach. I see things that are real. Sometimes I crawl and cram, hey, always will be where I am. I move slow through the cherry rhubarb pie. I won't blow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. Sometime when I turn the station, yeah, it leads to my elation. Sometimes when I stay put, yeah, yeah, but things turn out just as good. I may never blow and mystify. I won't blow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. We try, and I will, I will, yeah, so the sun is setting in that direction over there, and I have to tell you. So I got to this place. You know, this place was maybe once a kept after kind of scenic area, maybe with the trail I'm on. I think the ruins of a really old trail. And of course, this space that I'm in, I mean, you can see it is soft sand, and so it erodes. They tried to build a trail with railroad ties, and it I don't know how long it lasted, but it is long since dysfunctional. But that's not where I started when I got here. I actually had to search around to find this trail for a little while. The pull-off of the highway goes about 1/8 of a mile to this kind of cliff, and there's a parking lot where there are bathrooms that have not been maybe cleaned, definitely, and probably not used in a while. But then there's this road that goes off to the side, and first I set up the camera over by the first parking lot, and it was just beautiful. It's a scene over there. And the sun was shining, and And I got out, and the wind was so loud. It was really, really difficult, and it was coming directly in from this amazing canyon area, and so there really wasn't anywhere to go. So I started driving. Down this little back road in the van, and I found this little spot that had the ruins, like some markings that it maybe been a trail that went down into the canyon at some point. And it looked a little bit treacherous at first. But I thought that maybe if I followed it down a little bit, I could get out of the wind so that we could do this thing. And I was really nervous that we wouldn't have enough connectivity to be able to gather. But I think we're like just on the edge of being able to pull this off. So I feel really lucky. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a 360 of where I am right now. Okay, hold on a second. So that's the cliff that I climbed. Kind of climbed down, and you can see, do you see the ruins of the trail? That's above my head. It's hard to get the angles right, but and that trail at one point went down. Here we go. Went down into that canyon land. I always do this, by the way. I work really hard to get a good camera angle. and then I just fucking ruin it. Cause I want to show you around a little bit. Anyways, this is a really cool spot, and it's out of the wind, and man, it's awesome to be here with you. It's been a long drive so far. It's been a good drive, you know. There's something, my life seems as we play more shows, as more and more people find out about our music, as I get older, as I become more of an owner of things, as I become a father, life gets more complicated, and there always feels like there are things tugging on me. They're all things that I love, and they're all things that I'm grateful for. But there is something about getting in the van and just driving when I don't have a choice. I just have to get from A to B, and for a little while, it's just me and a steering wheel. My thoughts. Things still tug on me. Okay, let's play another song. I'm gonna play another song just to like kind of get going here, but then I want to share with you. I mean, it's already a special gathering because of this. And man, so right over that edge, the sun is setting, and I have a feeling that as we unfold our gathering, it's gonna continue to set in a really beautiful way back there. And that was Ken, the that was Ken, the Rangers, the park rangers idea for you all. So we all owe Ken a big thank you. I was wandering in a desert town, waiting on a wire. Little brown-haired girl, like a train. One's at 20 miles out, just west of my name. At a little truck stop, she told him on to reach for the sky. She held up a pistol, it was a brain in her eye. She threw me a Bible, she said, I sang like a preacher, she took it every night. I think love is the strangest creation I could dream. We had us a child and a brave. Living in a shack, I'm not brave. Well, I woke one morning to a rope and some words on a sheet. She was hanging in an old red baby, just can't see. When I get to 100 and heaven with me, I think love is the strangest creation I could dream. Now me and Daniel, we travel the wind at our backs. Sleeping out on freight beds, sharing bread from my pack. I don't know about religion, but I don't know about religion, but I'd like to believe. If there's a heaven, she's there where the trucks all drive fast. I bet she's free. I think love is the strangest creation I could dream. Love is the strangest creation I could dream to know. Cheers. Oh, it's getting a little cold. The sun's getting lower. It's bringing back a lot of memories. For the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'm gonna be back out in the cabin in the desert in California, in Pioneer Town, and we'll be gathering outside again. So once again, exposed to the elements, for good and for bad. Man, I wonder how close we're getting to sunset right now. Should we go take a peek? It's gonna screw up our tripod position again, but you know what? There are more important things we should look over. Okay, you're coming with me. Here we go. I'll try not to fall down this cliff. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. got tilted. There we go. Okay, so here, see, we're about to, so those are some of the railroad tie ruins. Oh! There's the sun back there. So it's getting close. It may go down. It may go down before we finish our gathering. We'll see. I hope so. Can you imagine? I may just have to, regardless of the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm really anxious to, as you might imagine, I'm pretty anxious to get to my girls. There we go. Color's got to adjust. That was a lot of light. There was a lot of light shining on it before. Okay, there we go. I am anxious to see my girls. But this is pretty cool. Okay, and I don't think, by the way, my guitar picked up a tumbleweed. I don't think anyone knows about this place. I don't think I mean, I think at some point there was some state money that probably went to building that road and building this sad, not very well planned out trail. And then I think they probably decided that not enough people were coming by to pulling off the highway at Winslow, and I don't know, but man, yeah. All right. So I'll tell you what, this is a first for me at a gathering. I've shared a lot of songs for the first time at gatherings, but I've never played a song for the first time. And the way my process often works is, you know, I'll come up with something, I'll come up with an idea, and it'll take me a while to flesh it out. And this song came from playing music for my baby, for Willa. I put her in the little bouncy seat, and I'd bounce it with my foot after the morning milking. That was my daddy time, and I'd play music for her, and I would bounce her in the little seat, and she would look up at me, and I would look down at her, and I would play. And that's how I wrote the song Lele, which I've been sharing with you a lot. And this was one of the other ones. This was one of the ones where she really liked to bounce to, you know. And it's just started with just kind of melody and a line, you know, and it started with this. And it felt so happy. I'm just sitting there in the crack of dawn, bouncing my little daughter, right? Staring at her, playing this. And then for the longest time, I only had, I only had this one line. This one. You know how to love, can you teach me? And then the rest of the song, I would just kind of like, I would sing that to her, and then the rest of it, I would just do like la 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 na na na, you know, playing with melody, and I had an idea for kind of verse and then chorus, and it all formed slowly over the 4 months that Willa was alive, and I got it to a place where I had most of the verses, and I think most of the choruses, and then sometimes the end stretch of a song, there's a couple little sections that give me some problems. There's like a line that doesn't feel quite right yet, or I just haven't figured it out yet. I mean, a lot of songwriting is problem solving. Once you know the concept that you're going for, once you know the story you want to tell, or the impact you want to have, or the feeling, then the challenge is, right, like how to fit the words and the melody into the pattern of the music. How to put it all together. It's like a puzzle. And it always, the craziest thing is there's always an answer. There is always an answer to the puzzle. The puzzle can always be solved. I've never run into a problem with the song and like really thought about, I mean, sometimes the problem has taken me years to overcome with the song. I've talked to you guys sometimes about how I oftentimes have 5 to 10 songs in different stages, right? And some of those songs have been parked there for a little while and they get stuck. Anyways, I decided that this drive out would be my time to unstick this song. And so I think I did that. But I have yet to actually play the whole song through and sing it and see how it feels. And so I'm going to play what I think I have. I'm going to play what I think I have. It will almost, I mean, a song the first time you sing it, right, or the first time I sing it, almost never stays in that place. But we'll see what happens. Okay, all right. Here we go. You know how to love, can you teach me? Open up my heart, can you reach me? And they tell me there will never be a ready time. All I know is you will always be my little shine. My little shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so small in this scary world. We never know the ends to the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you, we got big love. Big love, big love, big love. You know how to laugh, can you free me? I love the way you smile when you see me. And they tell me there will never be a right time. All I know is you will always be my little shine. My little shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so fragile in a nasty world. We never know the end to the paths we make. Trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you, got big big love, big love, big, big. You know how to trust, can you show me? Walking out with no net below me, and they tell me there will never be enough time. All I know is you will always be my little shine, my little shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so tiny in a giant world, and we never know the end to the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you, we got big love. Big love, big love, big love, yeah, yeah. You know how to love. Can you teach me? Can you teach me? Can you teach me? Makes me think of my daughter. Yep. Really, that desert back there is looking pretty. Okay, don't go anywhere. Oh, thanks for the clap. Thanks for the claps. Thanks for the love. Oh, I'm glad you like it. All right, I want to just check to see how the sun is doing over here. And the wind. And the wind. Nice to be here with you guys. I'm telling you, I like our 500 nights in a row. That was such an experience for me. It's like, I feel like this feels like a flashback. It does. It feels like I just have a lot of good memories. Some not so good memories. But of that time. And who would have thought? We're still not quite out of it, are we? But for those of you still watching and gathering, and man, I know there's somewhere between 150 and 250 people each night at any given point that we're watching and streaming. But I hope you gatherers know that actually there's a lot. When a gathering finishes, You know, there are a couple thousand people. Some people, not all. So right now it says there's like 190 people on or something like that, 180 something. Not all of you are going to be with me the whole time. People are coming and they're leaving. A lot of our gatherers watch after the fact. And man, I just feel so good about this incredible. Y'all are just an incredible group. I've been thinking about it a lot because, you know, we come back in a couple weeks and we've got our 3-day winter gathering trip in the end of March. And we are really beginning to ramp up. So that's exciting too. All right. Should we play one? We played one for my daughter. How about we play one for my wife? Steinlet should have known better from out 27 down on 29. Juniper eyes, the coyote smile like rust on sunrise, holding her on time. I fell in love. Lost you for a second. Well, okay. Well, I lost you in there a little bit. I'm just on the edge of having enough reception. The problem is, if I just go a little ways down that slope, we'll probably have better reception, but it'll probably be windier, and it might be just windier and harder to. Some of you have been through a lot of windy gatherings. They're not as good on the ears. So we're gonna see, okay? We're gonna see if it may hold up for the rest of our time. If I lose you again, I'll try and find another position. We'll have ourselves a walkabout, okay? Were some of you able to come and hang with us online the night of Infinity Hall in Connecticut? That was a fun night. That was a really fun night. It just had, it was just nice playing for people, for real live people again. So hard these days. And our canceled January tour. I mean, January was supposed to be packed with shows, and it's such a sad thing that so many of them couldn't happen, but that's okay, right? If the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that we can bounce back. We can bounce back. We can overcome pretty much anything that gets thrown at us. So a little more patience, okay? We can do that. Oh. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to get to California. I don't know when the weekend gathering is going to be yet. But it may be, I may try to do it on Friday if I can, because we're releasing a new song on Friday. Man, I'm really excited for you all to hear the recording. The song is called Live Loud. And man, my bandies just killed it on the recording. They sound so good, and it's really a song inspired by playing and connecting through live music, and so we needed to try to capture that energy and that spirit in the recording, and in the arrangement too. So that is one of the songs where I just felt like the song structure and the arrangement really was tailored to the way all my players play when they're kind of, in many ways, at their best. Alex is like, his groove is coming from the place of the Rolling Stones, but then of course he makes it his own and crushes it. Poche, man, I let him off the reins for this song. Usually, really the job of a bass player is to hold down the roots of each chord, and to really bring things in, be the consistent player, right? I pushed Poche on this one to kind of do the opposite. He's got such a brilliant ear, and he's so good at improvisation. I wanted the rooting of the song through the bass to be implied, but then for him to take his phrases elsewhere. And man, it's really cool. If you get a chance when the thing is released, just listen and listen to him live when he plays. He is all over the map, and that's usually breaking a lot of rules for a bass player, but you know what we think of rules sometimes here at the Adam Ezra Group. So and then it's also coming from this place of it's rooted in Americana. I think this song is, at least that was the way it feels to me, and so melodically, just a really awesome natural fit for Karina to do what she does best. She's just hit that fiddle. Really fun. Anyways, I'm gonna play it now. All right. Hoo-hoo. that's my plane. Dancing, spin till I can't stand. Go with me, you're in my clan, and we live loud. Ooh, stretch, shake my tongue, look back up when I moved on. Dirt clouds, lift the ragged sun, and we live loud. I make friends with people I meet. Alice is stomp off feet. Chase the moon across the sky. Be ready when we die. When I cross the line, that's when I bleed. When I'm feeling low, that's what I need. Big gap, that's my plane. That's sustained till I can't stand. You're with me, you're in my clan, and we live life. Ooh, scratch, shake my tongue, back up when I'm on. The cloud lift, the ragged sun, live loud. Dive, that's my plan. Dancing, spin till I can't stay. If you're with me, you're in my clan, and we live loud. Ooh, scratch, shake my tongue, lift back up when I'm on. That cloud, ragged sun, we live loud. Okay. They call this the Little Painted Desert. That's what they call it. That's the nickname for it. And you know, there was an official Painted Desert. Not here. Oh man, the camera really does not quite do this landscape justice. Hi. Should we see if we go this way a little bit? Maybe we get a little bit better reception. Oh. Ooh. Okay, you ready to see that sun peek out? There it is. Just kind of going down. That's pretty. I mean, how can you be out in this space and not be affected? By the beauty. It is a pretty crazy thing. Get to experience a little bit. I feel that way when I'm in the desert, and I think I'd have Allie really to thank for it. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm in a different spot that I hopefully it's maybe a little bit more exposed. Let's see. That looks a little more straight. A little bit more precarious on my end, and my beer is over there. So don't move. Okay, don't move. I was trying to get a zoom for you so you could really look back there a little bit and see the details. I'm gonna try and do it again. Hold on a second. Whoa, almost fell off a cliff. Okay, all right, here we go. It's grainy, but still kind of cool. Okay, nobody needs to be that zoomed on my chin. There we go. I was having a hard time on zooming us. Okay, there we go. Woo. Hold on. We're so close. I'm just gonna get you just. Wish to see you, breaking my heart, shaking my confidence daily. Was to see you down on my knees, begging you please to come home. Oh, 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 oh. cold. But I'll tell you what, there's no fucking snow out here. I'll tell you that much. Maybe a little nippy. It's all relative. Whew. We all have pictures and one that haunts our dreams. Paint job painting, colors bright. Solitude lies down below, and then love is in between. Let me find this space tonight. She can find me walking this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just about all I see. What in this cloudy night? At this point, there's nothing much for us to do. Paint me, paint you. No, it didn't work. We all have visions now who we're supposed to be. Paint up painting, colors bright. Reality's a mess and love lies somewhere in between. Let me find this space tonight. You can find me walking this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just about all I see. But in this cloud night, dance around the fire in my changing point of view. Paint me and I'll paint We all have fantasies, living life in peace. Well, I paint, and we paint in colors bright. Now world set the times until it loves so loud and it screams. Let us find this space tonight. She can find us smoking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just about all we see. What in this cloud tonight, yeah. And shit so bright, our leaders need to change their attitudes. You paint me, and I paint you. Paint me, and I paint you. Paint me, and I'll paint you. pretty off that way right now. It's also where the wind is coming from. Oh. Whoa. Let's see if we can do this. Whoa. Possibly a bad plan. I used to know how to trick the camera, didn't I? I used to know how to trick the camera into seeing that. Seeing that sunset. There we go. Yes. That's cool, right? Yeah. Starting to lose feeling in my fingers. I remember that feeling. Sorry. This is too pretty not to be in tune, or at least close to tune. Gold is for the sun, red takes all the fun. Green, now come on done, on forever. These are things I know, I learn them as I grow. Leave them when I go, on forever. Days about to set, singed with my regrets, spinning out in perfect disarray. Do not have the gift to see in black and white, but I'm okay by you tonight. Morning's my surprise, day is my disguise. Night I realize, on forever. Sometimes I can't hide when they all collide. I try to keep my stride, on forever. Awake to breathe in my fate, I try not to hesitate. Understand it's all just in my head. Cannot differentiate the wrong from right, but I'm okay by you tonight. Beginners, you and me, middle's melody, the end's too sad to see, on forever. And I don't wanna let you down when I'm not around, captured by the sound of forever. Taste it as it starts, tangled up in hearts. Know that it is never be the same. When it's feeling good, hold on tight, and I'm okay by you tonight. I'm okay by you tonight. I'm okay by you tonight. Okay, I officially can't feel my fingers anymore. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the sign of all things combined. May we look up, always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts, the air that we breathe. Here's to a rain, good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we have. These moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn bright, right to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as this night is the last. Thanks for being on this ride with me. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you soon.